Lovers, Scorpio Nation and their lovers, welcome to your May 2021 astrological sign update. Now remember, all readings are timeless. Okay, so even though it's being channeled in May, whenever this comes across your feed, especially if it's recommended, there's a message here for you. Okay. Now remember, when you're watching these readings for love, you're not just going to watch your sun sign. You're going to watch your sun, moon, Venus, and your rising sign. And then you're going to watch your person's placements in these areas. And then you're not going to put yourself in a box. If there's a title that draws you to it, or a thumbnail, you're going to go there because that's your spirit guides. So trust your intuition. Not all the messages here are going to be for you. Well, you'll know which ones are meant for you and which ones aren't. What's this? The Karmic Wheel. And we have pride. Somebody going through some kind of ego death right now. And weirdly enough, even though it's Taurus season, the energy that I'm feeling is very scorpionic. A lot of, rebirth, regeneration, transformation, and also a lot of sexual energy as well. Feeling a lot of distraction and procrastination too. All right, so we have somebody here that's feeling an eternal love. So what I meant to say as well. So let's build a holistic view of your person, okay? We're tapping into somebody who's feeling this true love connection with you, but I'm getting that they're feeling it because of this spiritual awakening that's happening for them, this heart awakening that's happening for them here. Now, there's something big that's ending in their life, okay, because we have 73 and that reduces to 10, and 10 is about endings, and then 10 reduces to 1, which is about new beginnings. So as I said, it's the energy of transformation that I'm feeling for this whole Taurus season. So I think everybody should be able to watch this Scorpio reading because it's definitely the energy that I'm feeling right now. I don't know, I feel very distracted. Even before I sat down to do your reading, Scorpio, like I went on fucking TikTok and then Insta, and I'm never really on Insta, and then this, and then you know what, I said maybe I should eat before, yes, I need to drink some water, then I went to do this, then I went to paint my nails, and it was just a bunch of distractions and a lot of procrastination. So I'm not sure what that is about, if it's going to come out in the reading, but there's like brain fog. Let's see how your person's feeling. Not necessarily related to you. Remember, we're building a profile. You see what I told you about this death, sex, and rebirth thing that's going on? I told you, hedonistic. And every time I see that card, yes, I do get numbing behaviors, but I also get, I always get the energy of lust, because I always think of like hedonism resort in Jamaica and so on, and what those resorts cater to. So I'm getting a lot of sexual energy. Not just sexual energy, lust. Like lust. Let's see what your person's feeling at this time. Now I try for twins and high-level soulmates. So if you're single and looking, these readings may not resonate with you. These will only resonate for people who are energetically connected to someone right now. Okay, so there's some kind of guilt that your person is feeling. I don't know over what just yet. I'll pull some cards and see. But they're definitely trying to distract themselves from the feelings that they're feeling. And I think they're feeling a lot because they're having this awakening here. So I think they're trying to drown whatever feelings are popping up. I think they're trying to drown it with all kinds of different distractions and addictions. They're trying to disassociate. That's what I'm getting with that. Because I'm just feeling a lot of fog. I can't even say my intro lines properly. It's just a lot of fog I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. What is this now? Ancestral karma they're powering through. And I do think that lesson is related to some kind of misuse of sexual energy or addictions in some way. But I'm really feeling it's some kind of escape through sex. Guys, this is the message I'm getting. So serious. Trying to disassociate from their reality through sex. That's what I'm getting. That's what I was getting before this reading, and this is what I'm getting now. What does their 3D self want you to know right now? So we're going to clarify all these. We're going to pull some cards, but that's the messages that I'm getting. There's a lesson that they're learning here about sacred sexuality. What does their 3D self want you to know right now? There's just something about you I'm scared to lose because I know I won't find it in anyone else. So this person holding on to you, even if they're in another relationship, they aren't giving you up because they recognize how special you are. But they're scared. This person's in a lot of fear. And they really don't know what to do about their feelings. And that's why they try to disassociate and pretend that they aren't there. But they're having this massive heart awakening. So those feelings aren't going away anytime soon. Now, they may feel guilty about how they feel about you, especially if they're with another partner. There might be a lot of guilt and shame associated with that. But even though they try to disassociate these feelings, Spirit is not letting up. They're going through this heart awakening right here. Now, in this person's family line, a lot of this is just a message I'm getting, it's not for everybody. A lot of their family members may have entered into partnerships based on things in the material world, especially sexual attraction, money, power. Yeah. That's that kind of thing. And this person is meant to break that cycle by bringing this love and the emotions into the equation. That's the message that I got. They're meant to break this cycle here. Let's start pulling cards on these. Spirit, tell us about this eternal love. We have the Hanged Man. So you see, they're finally getting the highest perspective, and they're seeing you from a place of higher love. And it's so weird because I was going to put on my Kunzai bracelet, and I should have put it on today for this reading, because Kunzai is all about that higher level love. Okay, so they're finally seeing you from a higher perspective. That again, agape love. I think that came out in the reading maybe for Libra yesterday. So some of you guys might be dealing with a Libra. Okay, so they're finally gaining enlightenment, and they're making the connect between what they feel spiritually and what they feel sexually. Now, I recorded a reading last night, a candlelight reading. You're going to check that out today. It's going to be released today because that's exactly what I'm feeling. The sexual energy and the heart awakening that's happening for them right now is laying a new foundation, not just for themselves with this Ace of Pentacles here, but for their whole family line, their whole ancestral line. Yeah, your person is the one that's bringing this whole family line back into balance. Look, we have Temperance energy here. So this powerful heart awakening here is triggering a spiritual awakening, is triggering a lot of downloads and activations, but it is also transmuting this ancestral karma that your person came to balance out. Now they're feeling kind of hedonistic. Let's see what this is all about. What's that all about? We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. No, I think your person has always had an issue. I'm really getting with sex, but it could be using anything to disassociate from their reality. So we're talking about addictions. The hedonistic thing, it's devil energy, okay? And in the past, they found it very difficult to walk away from these things. They felt very confused. Your person might have had multiple lovers because they need those kinds of options. They're always searching for the next high, the next fix that's going to help them forget how unhappy they are. Kept giving their power away, especially the power that comes from sacred sexuality. So there's someone that was, giving away all their sexual energy just to disassociate, just to get high. But now this is changing. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. They're bringing themselves back into balance. And as they do, they're breathing fresh life into their family line. Look, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. So they're changing this whole vibration for their whole lineage. They're laying down something new. Now, what they're healing right now is guilt. So let me see what that's associated with. We have the Emperor in reverse. There's some, I'm going to pull more cards, but let me get out this thought that came in first. All right, there's an energy of a father wound coming in. And something about not being able to live up to the ideals of an influential masculine energy in their life. So you know what? I'm saying father wound, but it could be just someone who modeled the masculine energy to your person that they look up to. And your person feels very guilty because they have not lived up to this person's expectations. And a lot of the things that they have done in their life has been to try and please or receive the approval of this father energy. So even, this is what I'm saying also. So even this person's sexual exploits has been modeled or falls in line with the programming that they got from this masculine energy, because they keep trying to prove their worth. They keep trying to prove their masculinity to this person. And part of masculinity, there's some kind of machismo thing going on here. Part of their masculinity, whether it was told to them or modeled to them, is about, sexual exploits. And there's a lot of guilt and shame that they feel for not living up to some of the ideals. They've also let down the masculine energy in their life with something that they did in their teenage years. I don't know where the hell this is coming from, guys. Let's pull more cards. Let me get this message properly. There's something that they feel guilty for. So everything that they do right now is to try and wipe people's memory about whatever happened during that time. So they just keep trying to make up for whatever fuck up they did. Nine of Cups in reverse. It could be that they found that the family members found out that this person had some kind of addiction. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so everything that they have done is to appease the people in their life and to make them forget about the thing that they did in the past. There's something that your person did. I don't know what's coming through. It might be different things for all of you. But there's something that your person did that really gained the disapproval of their soul group or their family group. And everything that they have done is to try to live up to these person's expectations so that they can forget about what they did in the past. I don't know what the answer is. Now we have Two of Cups coming through. There's also another message coming through. For some of you, this Emperor in reverse that we saw here is actually a karmic partner. All right, let me unpack these cards. Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they're in some kind of toxic relationship with this karmic partner. And everything that they have now, they feel guilty. Your person feels guilty about the feelings that they feel for you. So they keep trying to please this karmic partner and please and appease them because they don't want the drama. So yeah, this person feels guilty about how they feel. Two of Cups. They feel guilty about how they feel for you. So they try to overcompensate because they haven't been able to replicate what they feel for you with this other person. They might have left you for this other person and thought that, you know what, they could get the complete package with this Emperor in reverse that they have here. But they have not been able to replicate the experience, and their partner knows. Their partner knows. So they try to overcompensate, maybe by giving them money, throwing whatever at them. But their partner knows. They know where their heart lies. This partner knows. So they try to overcompensate. They feel guilty because they can never feel for this partner what they feel for you. Now, what are they experiencing right now? We have Ancestral Karma. Let's see what's this about. Yeah, they're balancing it off. Look, the Justice card here. They're balancing Ancestral Karma. Well, we knew this, right? We picked that up with that hedonist card. Let's see if we get more info. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, releasing the things that don't serve them. So as they heal themselves, as they bring themselves back into balance, they bring their whole family line back into balance. Now, I'm getting that, you know, some of the ancestral karma that they were transmuting is that this family, whoever we're tapping into, they had an unhealthy attachment to the material world. Money was their god. Your person's transmuting that. They're releasing that energy. There's also, you see, look, the sex addiction is coming out here. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Two things coming out here. The misuse of sexuality, one. And two, the misuse of spiritual gifts. Your person's bringing all this into balance. Just by standing in their power as the King of Wands. Just by standing in their power. Because the King of Wands, yes, he's very passionate, but he's not the philanderer. The King of Wands is also spiritually connected, and he does not misuse his spiritual gifts nor his spiritual power. For some of you, there's also a domestic violence issue. Like maybe in their family line. There's also the misuse of physical power. Your person is also transmuting that as well. So this person, whoever we're tapping into, they had a big mission. They have a big mission here. Because we're talking about balancing out attitudes towards sexuality, spirituality, power, and money. Look at it. Look, Sachi here again. Temperance here. Spirit saying they're balancing out all of that. And remember, King of Wands here. He's a warmonger, but he's also a businessman. So this is someone who has a healthy relationship with money when they're in the upright. So your person's balancing all this out for their family line. Now they are scared to lose you because they know what this is all about. Yeah, they want to give you a solid offer. Look, the Ace of Pentacles comes out here again. Okay, so they want to give you some kind of solid offer here. They want to start something new with you. But right now, they're afraid to live their truth. I do think that we're tapping into somebody who has someone else. Okay, and they are absolutely heartbroken. Look, we have the Five of Cups. So this is regret. This is shame. This is mourning and grief. They know that they passed up on something that was exceptional. So let's see how they're feeling for you in their heart space. What's the heart space energy connected to you, Scorpio? Underneath the deck, the Seven of Swords reverse, and that's my tired of living a lie card. That's my I'm ready to take off my mask. It's my I'm being guided to be authentic card. Okay, all right, so when they think about you and this connection, what's going on in the heart space? Okay, so we have the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so that's Scorpio, Pisces. But I also read it as the opposite polarity, Taurus and Virgo. We have the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Cancerian energy. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. So that's Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. So what are they feeling? This person's totally in their heart space. Look them here. They're identifying you as the Queen of Cups, but they are also in this energy right now. So you guys are very much mirroring each other. Their heart is opening. I think they feel a very psychic connection with you. So if you've been dreaming about them, if you've been feeling their emotions, they are also experiencing a lot of these things. Now they have a lot of spirit guides that are around them at this time, guiding them through this process. But this person feels like they've lost you for good with this High Priestess in reverse. Now, I get that they want to come and talk to you, have some kind of conversation. Okay, they just want to reconnect with you. But there's, look, this karmic cycle here with that Karmic Wheel in reverse. Let's pull some cards on that. Let's see this High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. This is what? The Knight of Wands in reverse. They're tired of being that player energy. They want to be more stable in your life, and they want to tell you about it. Okay, so they want to have that conversation because they're recognizing that you are the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I told you this person is all up in their heart space. They want to be truthful. Look, the Queen of Swords here. They want to be truthful, and they want to tell you everything, especially how they feel. Okay. To them, you are this Nine of Pentacles energy. All right. They see you as absolutely beautiful. And this is a pre-Empress card. Okay. So they want to tell you all about that. But look, there's this karmic cycle that's happening here. Yeah, this person might actually be married. Okay. They definitely have a contract going on. But it looks like they're making a choice. Look, we have the Lovers in reverse, Gemini. So Gemini and Taurus coming through. And they're not happy. Happy Tarot in reverse. But, you know, they have to break free of this. There's nothing you can do about this. They have to recognize, okay, you had the Queen of Swords. They just had the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords is coming out. They have to recognize that only they can break free from this. And it is the truth that is going to set them free. So they're into some kind of unhappy commitment. But they have to break themselves free. Okay, and move on. Six of Swords. Now, union is an energetic alignment, Scorpio. So we're going to have a look at what you are doing to block this connection right now. Because we have no control over this person. We only have control over ourselves. Right? They are an autonomous being. So how are you blocking this connection right now, Scorpio? We have the Eight of Pentacles, where you are focused on your work, okay? You are focused on your pentacles. You're not focused on them, or maybe you're trying not to focus on them. All right. You are focused on your finances, it looks like. And you might be using this to escape your pain and to escape or disassociate from this situation. Just like a person. They might be using different means. They might even be drowning themselves in work, but it looks like you might be working hard to make sure that you don't think about them, about how you're feeling right now. How are you blocking this connection? Scorpio, the cross watcher. We have the Strength card in reverse. So you too, this person's giving their power away to addictions, or was, and also giving their power away in another situation. But you too are also giving your power away, or you might be holding back on your feelings. I'm going to pull a card and see what Spirit wants to tell us with this. And we have the Star card in reverse. Okay, so you are also wounded and you have to focus on healing whatever that wound is. So I'm going to pull some cards for you. Let's see what we know what this is already. What's the Strength card in reverse? What's that about? The Fool. And the Nine of Wands. Spirit is saying that you need to stand in your power. You might have been afraid to let the situation go, okay? And you might be there waiting for this person, but Spirit is saying you waiting on this person is giving you power, because you're leaving your life decision in their hands. Spirit is saying right now, take a leap of faith and move forward. Move forward. Everything is going to happen. They're asking you to trust. Trust your intuition. For some of you, because we see the moon here, there's some shadow work that Spirit wants you to do. So let's pull some cards on this. Before we do that, yeah, some of you are ruminating on some pain and some hurt from the past. Let's see what that is. Yes. There's some kind of pain or hurt from the past that you're still holding on to. You're not closing it off, and you're not getting closure for yourself. You might even be waiting on this person to give you some kind of closure, but Spirit is saying you have to close off this cycle yourself. You have to find your own closure and heal yourself. You might be waiting for this person to come back and apologize or to tell the truth. Spirit is saying no, you have to find this closure on your own. Now let's have a look at the shadow work that Spirit wants you guys to do. And then I'll pull a card and see what is this pain that you need to close off. What's the shadow work that Spirit wants you? Okay, so Spirit is saying you have your own addictions. Now this says addiction to alcohol, but we're just going to expand it, right? You have your own thing that you do. And this came out in the Libra reading as well. You have your own thing that you do to disassociate or distract yourself. And I guess that's why I had all those distractions. So some of you guys might be spending too much time on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube. Okay. Some of you might definitely be taking too many substances. Some of you might be shopping too damn much, especially online. Okay. Whatever it is that you're doing to disassociate from your problems and the work that you need to do right now, Spirit is saying, stop it. Okay. They're saying stop it. Now let's see this cycle of pain that Spirit wants to close off, because it could be connected to this person, or it could go way back to your childhood and your caregivers. Let's see. We have, it says cyberbullying. Okay, so maybe there's been cyberbullying, but I always just say bullying for this card. So it looks like you might have been in relationships, or maybe even in your childhood. People may have bullied you. People may have taken advantage of you. People may have abused you, especially verbally and physically. It might have even been this person, might have been quite toxic, Okay, Spirit saying, you have to find peace with this. Okay, know that this had nothing to do with you. This had everything to do with how whoever this person or persons were. It had everything to do with how they felt about themselves inside and what was happening to them at that time. It had nothing to do with you or your worth or your worthiness or anything like that. Okay, you didn't call this upon yourself. It wasn't your fault, and there was nothing that you could have done. That was all about them and their lessons. You also have to find the lesson, the growth in this experience as well. Ask yourself, because when we go through these experiences, we always, I won't say we always. Once we look at it from the higher perspective, we can come out on the other side of these experiences a lot more stronger and wiser than before. Now, I was bullied in school when I was young because I've always been a chubby kid, right? And they love to take advantage of chubby kids. So all through my life, even my parents, my parents were two slim people, and when they had a chubby kid, they just could not deal with it. I don't think they had the tools to deal with that, right? So even they used to bully me as well about my weight and all of that. But you know what I got from that? One, I have a very smart mouth. There's absolutely nothing that you can throw at me right now that's going to faze me, especially when it comes to my weight, because you're going to get something back, right? So I'm strong in that way. I have my own defenses that have served me well in so many different areas of my life. I had to create my own sense of identity and my own standards of beauty, because in a great many places in the world, chubby is not the beauty standard. Now, I was also fortunate that I grew up in the Caribbean, where it's kind of nice to be chubby, right? A lot of people do find it sexy, so it wasn't so bad, the alienation for me. But I had to create my own beauty standard too, especially in the 90s, where very slim and very skinny became the aesthetic. I had to create that identity for myself. So I've always been self-sufficient. If I relied on external validation, I would hate myself. So that's what I extracted from that experience. I had to build my self-esteem from the ground up. There was nobody going to do that for me. I couldn't find that outside of myself. I grew stronger. I have my own defense, I have my own barbs, right? And I can empathize with those who have been bullied. So, and then I'm also here able to tell you that story. So I'm thankful for that experience. I don't want to go through it again, and I don't want my children or anybody. It has made me a stronger person. So Spirit's saying it might be hard to do, but once you gain the higher perspective and see the growth that you may have had or can have from that experience, you're going to be able to close off this cycle. Okay? I don't know, my 2 cents. All right, so based on what we're seeing here, what can we expect will be your person's actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? We have Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, in my readings, all reverse court cards are karmic energies. That's Libra again. There's a lot of Libra in this reading, so a lot of you dealing with Libra. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what I see, your person's going to go through a lot more tough times with whoever this karmic is. Whether it's a parent, an intimate partner, a boss. And what this person is doing actually is breaking down your person's ego so that they can rebuild themselves from the ground. It's just that's how I rebuild myself, so that they can rebuild themselves from the ground up. I think your person's going to be doing a lot of self-reflection. I think they're going to be looking at the past and really digging up their wounding, okay? And really trying to figure out, what do they want to invest their time, money, effort, energy, and spirit and love into. That's what they're going to be doing. I don't see them here making a decision just yet. I see them in the midst of a process. This transformative process here. That's what I see. Okay. So I'm sorry I can't tell you any different, but that's what I'm seeing there. All right. So what is the advice for you guys? Okay. Good Lord. So we have Gala, and it says healing. And we have Oshun, and it's all about generosity. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm going to read it from the book. Anyway, I'm going to read this one from the book, Oshun. But you know, it's just as we were discussing just a moment ago. It's a card number 18, right? And that's all about the moon and shadow work. So Spirit saying right now, it's all about you and your healing. And you see her arms across the chest there? That's a very protective stance. So Spirit saying right now, it's all about self-care and guarding your energy. Okay? Focusing on yourself. So let me read Oshun. I feel that came out yesterday for Libra also. Okay. It says, sometimes you may fall prey to fears about whether you will get what you need. So you worry about money or love and you begin withholding. You might find yourself being overly restrictive and beginning to hoard for that proverbial rainy day. Do you know you cut off generous Oshun's flow of potential when you allow yourself to be convinced that there's not enough? So this is about poverty consciousness. And remember, this is one of the things that your person was healing, but you're being called to heal this as well, right? The truth is when you begin to be miserly with your time, affection, and gifts, you will see little in return as you begin to notice it isn't there. In this moment, the goddess Oshun wants to offer you this alignment task. You can't expect the great goddess to be generous with you if you show her that you don't trust in the flow of her generosity. Now is the time to do the opposite of what you fear. When you feel there's not enough money, spend it to signal your trust in abundance. Now, it's not doing the shopaholic thing, right? It's not that. If you feel unloved, ask who can you love and where can you show that you care? Even a kind gesture made to a stranger sends a signal that you trust in the generosity of the world. Don't wait to get what you want. Give it away to others and you'll be amazed at how things turn around. The goddess Oshun has only your best interest at heart. So right now, Spirit saying this is not a time to fall prey to poverty consciousness. And you know, it can be easy to fall into that cycle, especially now we're in a pandemic. You know, some people might have lost their job, maybe in separation from your person because you're all in quarantine, that kind of thing. So you're afraid that you're going to lose whatever little that you have. But Spirit saying right now is the time to trust the universe and trust that the universe will provide and that there's abundance in the universe and that everybody's going to get their fair share. Okay. My love, that was your reading. Grateful for your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. They all help the channel grow. And if you're able to go a step further and interact with any of the ads that may have popped up during this reading, that will be beautiful energy exchange for me. And please do it for any reader that you enjoy. It keeps us independent on YouTube. All right, take care. Bye.